Hey everyone, it's Kai. From piranhas that are known to rend flesh from bone, to sharks you didn't know could be in rivers, and more, here are 8 of the most dangerous river monsters. Number 8. Giant Amazon leech. Leeches are invertebrates that can be found on almost every continent. They are a species that you want to avoid for various and, well, pretty obvious reasons. But when it comes to finding them in rivers, or them finding you, one of the most dangerous leeches is the giant Amazon leech. Or if you want to get scientific on me, Haemonteria gillani. If I said that wrong, take it up with the leeches. As the name implies, this leech truly is ginormous. It's one of the world's largest. It can grow up to 18 inches long and 4 inches wide. Holy moly, you really don't want to find something like that on your body, especially since leeches are parasites. They'll latch onto your body and won't let go unless you do the proper removal techniques. And yes, this one will suck your blood. It sticks its nose, which is about 6 inches long, into a host, drinks till it's full, and then it will fall off. And with how big this leech is, it could do a lot of drainage, so you probably want to act pretty fast if it attaches itself to you. While the sight of a leech, especially a giant leech, latched onto your skin, making you into an unwilling blood donor, can make you panic, leech removal is relatively easy, and the wound they leave is easy to treat, if you know how. Here's how. First, look for others. If there's one, there could be more. Second, you could wait it out till it's done and it falls off, which could take about 30 minutes. But if it's one of these giant Amazon leeches, the waiting game could be dangerous. 3. Locate the head. It's going to be the more narrow part of the leech. In the case of this giant one, it should be easier to see since it's 6 inches long. Yikes. 4. Detach the head. Put your fingernail or a flat tool like a card or something close to it, put it next to the head, and slide that sucker off until it's completely separated from your skin. 5. Flick it off. It will try and attach itself to you again pretty quickly, so you have to move fast. Last, treat the wound. It could bleed for a while, but make sure you use soap and water so it doesn't get infected. Sanitize it good and bandage yourself up. Swap out the bandage every few hours. If it's still bleeding, go to the doctor, because I am not a doctor. Also, they're pretty good swimmers. You can find them under rocks or debris in the water. They like to live in coastal wetland marshes, and their diet mainly consists of caimans, anacondas, capybaras, and domestic cattle. Scientists actually thought the species was extinct until a zoologist found 2 specimens in the 1970s, one of whom he named Grandma Moses. For real. He brought it to a university and studied it closely, and it's 750 children. So this leech is not endangered or threatened. It also has a special chemical in its saliva that is sometimes used as a medical treatment to break down blood clots in humans. Number 7. Giant otters. Otters are a common part of the world, and usually very loved. I always thought they were super cute. Then I saw the giant otter. This species can be up to 6 feet in length. Okay, that's much taller than me and most of you, but you won't really see them unless you go to their turf in South America, across the Amazon basin. In their natural habitat, giant otters are apex predators, and while they primarily eat fish, they can and do take down caimans and anacondas. They're smart, agile, and strong enough to catch and overpower a number of animals. They've even been known to take down crocodiles. However, to tackle such huge and dangerous prey, they must hunt in groups. Okay, otters just went from cute to freaky real quick. Otters rarely attack humans, but can sometimes be territorial, especially when it comes to protecting their babies. While giant otters are strong and powerful, it also makes them a target. People hunt them down for their pelts, which can be very valuable in certain markets. Decades of poaching have made their numbers decrease. The other problem is that they live in rivers like the Amazon, and their habitats have been destroyed for building projects or overfishing, pollution, and more. Deforestation is a serious issue for the world, especially giant otters. If you're wondering why these otters are included in this Monsters of the River video, that would be because of their abilities and skills. Skills that earn them the nickname of river wolves. You see, the giant otters may be easy targets for humans, but when they band together, they can take on some of the deadliest creatures that reside within the Amazon and its waters. There are also reports of them not being amused by humans, a nice twist of fate, and using their power and numbers to flip boats. As they're social animals, they tend to be in groups of 3 to 8. So get enough together and they can cause some serious damage. Hey, real quick, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more videos like these. Number 6, bull shark. So you might be thinking, wait, don't sharks live in the ocean? And while yes, most of them are commonly found along coastlines, bays, and harbors, bull sharks also frequent freshwater rivers. Yikes! Bull sharks are able to live in both saltwater and freshwater. They have special glands and kidney functions to help their bodies retain salt while in freshwater. Can you imagine seeing a 10-foot bull shark in the river? They have been spotted in multiple rivers, including 2,500 miles up the Amazon, in Australia, in Peru, and even in the US in the Mississippi River, and one in Illinois, 700 miles away from the closest ocean. The bull shark is not a picky eater. They mostly eat fish, but can also eat other shark species, marine mammals, birds, and turtles. Although rare, bull sharks have also been recorded eating other bull sharks. Whoa. Bull sharks are documented with 100 unprovoked attacks on humans and have a 27% fatality rate at last count, which is higher than the great white shark. This isn't what you would expect, as great whites are the most feared, but the bull sharks are actually a lot more aggressive. Scientists have noted that these numbers aren't fully accurate because it's actually quite hard to distinguish the bull shark from other types of sharks due to its coloring and size. So there could be even more attacks than recorded, further proving just how much of a river monster they are. But most dangerous of all is that they're very unpredictable in nature. If they think you're a threat, which they probably will if you're in the water they're in, they probably won't be so friendly, even if you're not a threat. Number 5, electric eel. Despite its name, the electric eel actually isn't an eel at all. Rather, it's a type of knifefish. Their scientific classification is actually closer to that of a carp or a catfish. So keep that in mind when you're talking about this very special and dangerous creature. These famous freshwater predators can be over 6 feet in length, and they get their name from the enormous electrical charge they can generate to stun prey and dissuade predators. The electric eel has not 1, but 3 different organs in its body that can produce an electric charge. When it releases said charge, it can either stun or kill its prey. It has such a powerful electric charge that it can truly kill an adult human instantly in certain cases. It's able to discharge a full-grown man with 500 volts of electricity. It should be stated, for the record, that the killing of humans usually happens because they're in the water, and that amplifies the burst of electricity. Water plus electricity plus humans equals death. Their organs that produce the electric charge are composed primarily of specialized electrolytes. In fact, its biological processes generate its electric current in the same manner as a man-made battery. Fortunately for travelers, the electric eel only resides in the Amazon River and the Orinoco River in South America, but it's also stated to be one of the deadliest creatures that live in the area because of its electric power. And don't worry, electric eels don't eat people. They really only eat small invertebrates like shrimp and crab. The big adults do eat small fish and other small mammals that stray too close to the water. Its body is long and fluid. You likely won't even notice that the electric eel is near you before it's potentially too late. Though they don't openly seek humans, attacks on humans are usually accidents. Usually. Number 4, green anaconda. If you don't like snakes, then the green anaconda is your worst nightmare. This is the world's longest and heaviest snake. The average size can vary at times, between 18 and 20 feet. But at its max, this anaconda can be up to 30 feet long and weigh over 550 pounds. Anacondas are semi-aquatic snakes found in tropical South America. They are known for their swimming ability. Anaconda is the common name for the genus Eunectes, a genus of boa. Eunectes means good swimmer in Greek, so they have size and girth and can be on land or in the river, which makes for a very deadly combination when talking about stalking prey. They live in the rivers and swamps in South America, including the Amazon. So unless you're going there, you'll probably never have to see one. But if you do go, if you're near the water, there's a chance you'll see one, or one will see you. Anacondas have a legendary status as man-eaters. There have been reports of humans being eaten by anacondas, though none have been verified. The scientific consensus is, however, that an anaconda could eat a human. As for the animals they do like to eat, you'll find them dining on deer, caiman, crocodiles, fishes, and turtles. What's even more intimidating about them is that green anacondas are ambush predators. They wait for prey to come to them and then strike, usually by wrapping their bodies around their prey and squeezing them to death. Anaconda squeeze! They like to be on the shallower waters of the Amazon River. This allows them to sneak up on prey even easier, as they'll blend into the water without much effort. These dudes are true river monsters. Number 3. Giant freshwater stingray. If you leave stingrays alone, usually you'll get left alone in return. But when it comes to the giant freshwater stingray, it's best to just completely avoid these creatures if you can. The giant freshwater stingray may be the world's largest freshwater fish. It's also sort of a mystery. No one is sure how many giant stingrays are left, which freshwater areas they prefer, or even if they ever venture into the ocean, where their more commonly known relatives live. These ancient brownish-gray fish haven't changed much over many millions of years. They can reach 16.5 feet long, including the tail. There are reports of giant stingrays weighing up to 1,300 pounds, though such accounts are not verified because weighing the enormous animals is very awkward and difficult. They are known to prowl river systems in Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, and Indonesia. They often bury themselves in sandy or silty river bottoms. They breathe through holes or spiracles on top of their bodies. Although stingrays do not readily attack humans, they are one of the few megafishes that can pose a real danger to those who handle them. The real danger of this monster is its spine tail. It's venomous, and it can absolutely kill you if given the chance. However, the giant freshwater stingrays tends to only use it for defense against predators. Each ray has a sharp barb on the base of its tail that can quite easily penetrate human skin and bone, much like a hunting arrow. Experts, however, stress that the rays are non-aggressive and inquisitive. All that being said, you might not have the chance to see a giant freshwater stingray for much longer. Due to overfishing, the species is in serious danger. They're hovering between endangered and critically endangered, and if something doesn't change, things will not go well for them. Number 2. Piranha. Piranha means toothfish in the Brazilian language. They have lived in South America for millions of years. There are lots of reasons why piranha are river monsters. What truly makes them dangerous, though, is that they're rarely alone. They prefer to hunt and eat in swarms, so that when they're done, there's nothing left but the bones. You know the movies and shows that you've seen that show the piranha feeding frenzies and eating something clean to the bone in seconds? Well, they're constantly rotating positions, allowing for the incredible speed with which they can strip their prey and leading to that creepy boiling effect in the water while they eat. Particularly large group of piranhas would certainly be capable of stripping a cow very quickly. And did you think that these fish are small? Because they actually are not small at all. They can get up to 2 feet in length. So when you have a large amount of fish this size, things will truly get ugly for anything they call prey. So let's ask the big question. Are these fish monsters because they hunt and kill humans? No, they honestly do not. Piranha prefer prey that is weak. That way they can't resist the swarm descending on them. After all, if a creature is large enough and healthy enough, they'll just get out of the water. But a weakened foe is easier to subdue. When a human falls into the water, it's usually by accident, and they'll get out quickly most of the time. A misconception about piranha is that all of their species are full-on meat eaters. Not all of them have a taste for blood, though. Some are omnivores, and yes, some are meat eaters, purely like the red-bellied piranha, which are the most dangerous of them all. And while all of them are in rivers, that doesn't mean that all need to be feared. That being said, piranhas are very well organized. They signal to each other when prey is weak, and they'll even share the food with others so that everyone gets a bite. How sweet. So hopefully you can see why they might not be river monsters to humans, but to whatever else is on their menu, they need to look out. Number 1. alligator snapping turtle. You might not think that a turtle would be a deadly creature in a river, but there are exceptions to every rule, and the alligator snapping turtle is exactly that. These turtles are native to the United States, and should you see one, you probably don't want to mess with it. These are big turtles. One was even said to weigh 400 pounds. They have a large head and sharp-edged jaws, capable of severing a finger or two. Their shell is thick, with 3 ridges that feature large, spiked scales. The reason they're called alligator snapping turtles is that they're a bit more aggressive than your standard turtle, and they know how to bite a lot. The alligator snapping turtle's diet mainly consists of fish. You may wonder how a slow-moving predator can catch such swift prey. This is achieved by the use of its tongue. The turtle rests on the bottom of the pond with its mouth open. It remains perfectly still except for its tongue, which is pink and long and thin in shape. When this is wriggled, it bears a remarkable resemblance to a live worm. The fish is attracted to the potential food item and swims into the gaping mouth, which is slammed shut with lightning speed. Other foods, such as frogs, invertebrates, and even ducklings, may also be taken. Granted, these turtles are not known for attacking humans, but they are not ones to be provoked. They'll easily be able to bite your toes off. Thanks for watching. What did you think of these river monsters? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!